Imagine a man trapped in a prison cell. He paces back and forth, grabbing the iron bars, shaking them, screaming for help, and calculating 100 different complex ways to escape. He exhausts himself. He collapses in despair. But he never did the one thing that mattered. He never tried the door. The door was unlocked the entire time. This is the state of the modern mind. We are trapped in a prison of our own making. We call it thinking, but the Stoics called it a sickness of the soul. We analyze, we predict, we worry, and we replay the past until we are paralyzed. We stand in front of an open door, too busy thinking about the handle to simply turn it. Seneca, the great Stoic philosopher, said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." You are likely watching this because you have a dream, a task, or a decision to make, but you are frozen. You are waiting for the perfect moment. You are waiting for certainty. But while you wait, life is passing you by. Today, we break the chains of the mind. Here are 6 Stoic ways to cure the paralysis of analysis and start living. Welcome to Aurelius Minds. Way number 1, accept the chaos. Why do you overthink? Be honest. It is because you want to control the future. You play out 1,000 scenarios in your head. What if I fail? What if they laugh? What if I lose money? You believe that if you think hard enough, you can predict the outcome and protect yourself from pain. This is a lie. The Stoic teacher Epictetus taught us the dichotomy of control. There are things up to us and things not up to us. You control your action. You do not control the result. Think of an archer. You can choose the best bow, you can aim with perfect precision, and you can release the string with skill. That is up to you. But once the arrow leaves the bow, a sudden gust of wind might blow it off course. That is not up to you. Overthinking is the attempt to control the wind. It is madness. Focus on pulling the string. Let the wind do what it will. Way number 2, action kills fear. Overthinking is not a mental problem. It is an emotional shield. We think to hide from the fear of acting. We tell ourselves, "I'm just planning," or "I'm just doing research." No, you are stalling. The mind is a storytelling machine. In the absence of action, the mind creates monsters. It invents problems that do not exist. But the moment you take action, even a small, imperfect action, the monsters vanish. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor of Rome, carried the weight of the world on his shoulders. He wrote to himself, "Do not let the future disturb you. You will meet it if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present." Action is the only cure for anxiety. You cannot think your way into confidence. You must act your way into it. Do not wait until you are ready. You will never be ready. Start before you are ready. Way number 3, the trap of perfection. Perfectionism is the enemy of progress. It is a form of vanity. We overthink because we want our work to be flawless, our decisions to be undeniable, and our path to be smooth. We are afraid of looking foolish. But nature is not perfect. A tree does not wait for the perfect soil to grow. It pushes its roots through the cracks in the rock. A river does not wait for a straight path. It carves its way through the mountain. The Stoics believed in living according to nature, and nature is messy. Nature is about adaptation, not perfection. When you demand perfection, you create paralysis. When you accept good enough, you create momentum. A mediocre plan executed today is infinitely better than a perfect plan executed next year. Embrace the mess. Embrace the mistake. It is the only way to move forward. Way number 4. Memento Mori, the urgency of death. This sounds dark, but it is the most life-affirming tool in Stoicism. You overthink because you believe you have time. You believe you have an infinite number of tomorrows to make that decision. You don't. Seneca warned, "You act like mortals in all that you fear, and like immortals in all that you desire." Stop acting like an immortal. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. If you knew you had only 1 week left to live, would you spend 3 days worrying about which shirt to wear? Would you spend your precious hours analyzing a text message? No, you would focus on what matters. Use death as a tool to cut through the noise. When you find yourself stuck in a loop of trivial overthinking, ask yourself, is this worth my life? The answer is almost always no. Way number 5. Zoom out. We overthink because we are zoomed in too close. We look at our problems through a microscope. A small rejection looks like a tragedy. A small mistake looks like the end of the world. The Stoics practiced the view from above. Close your eyes and imagine pulling away from your body. Go up into the sky. Look down on your city. Look down on your country. Look down on the earth, a tiny blue dot in the infinite darkness of space. From this perspective, your anxiety looks small. Your paralysis looks ridiculous. History has seen billions of humans live, worry, and die. Your problem is not unique, and it is not permanent. This vast perspective does not make you insignificant. It makes you free. It frees you from the weight of your own ego. Way number 6. Break the loop physically. The mind and body are connected. When the mind is stuck in a loop, the body is usually still. You are sitting on the couch, staring at a screen, or lying in bed. The energy is stagnant. You cannot solve a mental problem with more thinking. You have to change your state. When you catch yourself overthinking, do not argue with the thoughts, just move. Stand up, walk outside, lift something heavy, splash cold water on your face. The Stoics were men of action, not just theory. Marcus Aurelius spent his life in military camps, not in a comfortable library. He knew that physical exertion clears the mental fog. Treat overthinking like a physical intruder. If someone broke into your house, you wouldn't sit there wondering why they're there. You would stand up and defend your home. Defend your mind with the same aggression. The paralysis of analysis is a comfortable cage. It feels safe because as long as you are thinking, you don't have to risk failing. But a ship in the harbor is safe. Yet that is not what ships are built for. You were built for the open sea. You were built to crash against the waves, to navigate the storms, and to discover new worlds. Stop waiting for the map to be perfect. The map is not the territory. Open the door. Step out of the cell. The world is waiting for you to stop thinking and start being. If you are ready to take action, subscribe to Aurelius Minds. Stop thinking, start living.